Hi everyone, it's Tower here from TD Aesthetics. Today I thought I would show you what a typical peel treatment looks like by doing one of myself. So I have cleansed and prepped my skin already, so we're good to go. The peel that I'm going to use today is BioRePeel, which is a biphasic peel, which basically means it's a combination of acids, primarily trichloroacetic acid, but it's buffered, so it's gentle on the skin. I really like this peel because it's something that you can do without having to prep the skin for weeks and weeks beforehand, as you need to with some other peels. And it's also a really effective peel with very minimal downtime. So although you will get some skin flaking and shedding a few days after the peel treatment, you're not going to end up looking like a character from The Walking Dead. It will just be minimal, and you can just keep moisturizing your way through those few days of skin flaking. So what exactly does a peel do? Well, basically it just removes the dead skin cells from the surface of the skin. Now these dead skin cells are sort of the reasons why your skin looks a bit ashy, a bit dull, a bit grey, a bit lifeless. The peel also stimulates cell renewal. Now cell renewal is something that happens all the time in our skin, but as we get older it takes longer and longer to happen. What cell renewal does is it effectively pushes the healthy, hydrated, plump skin cells to the surface, and then the dead skin cells that have been sort of attacked by environmental pollutants, damaging rays from the sun, visible light, etc., they get sloughed away in the process called desquamation. The process of cell renewal tends to elongate. It gets longer and longer as we get older. So typically in our 20s, that process might take 4 weeks. But by the time we're sort of in our 40s, 50s and beyond, that time has doubled and sometimes even tripled. So to keep our skin looking healthy and fresh and plump and hydrated, that process of cell renewal needs to be encouraged to happen quicker and more frequently. So that's what the skin peel is going to do. You're not going to end up with, as I said before, loads of skin falling off your face, but you are going to end up, after the initial couple of days of skin flaking or shedding, you will end up with very, very lovely and moisturized and healthier looking skin. Now, who doesn't want a bit of that? So the peel treatment that I'm going to do today is excellent for multiple issues. So if you've got problems with aging skin that just looks a bit tired, if you want to give your skin a bit of a refresh before an event, maybe to give yourself a nice healthy glow, if you want to do to get rid of some of the sort of pigmentation, that's a really good way to do this with this peel. And also if you've got some acne that's perhaps a few breakouts, localized breakouts, not severe sort of cystic acne, but perhaps a few localized breakouts here and there, this peel is also great for that too. So let's just get right into it. Like I said before, I've prepped my skin. I'm going all in with no gloves. Look at me. So you typically in a clinic treatment, I would wear gloves, but because I'm just treating myself and because I want to sneakily peel the backs of my hands as well, which also show the signs of aging, I'm going to go in with no gloves. The peel isn't harmful. It just means that the backs of my hands and my palms will probably shed a little bit of skin over the next few days. So like I said, I've cleansed my skin already. I've prepped it already to remove any surface grease or any impurities that might impede the peel from penetrating deeper into the skin. So now I'm just going to go in and apply the peel. And it is this lovely Shrek green color. I don't know why, it's just the way it is. But literally with this peel, all you do is massage it into the surface of the skin. So I'm going to start doing that now. Just start on my cheeks. As the peel goes onto the skin, you will start to notice a little bit of a light tingle. It's not painful, but if you're not expecting it, it can be quite a bit of a surprise. And if you've got any areas of broken skin, even if it's a small cut that you might not have noticed before, you will find that they tingle even more because obviously the peel is penetrating a little bit deeper. It's best to avoid kind of open areas of skin, broken areas of skin, skin that isn't healed, because you don't want to cause any further trauma to the skin. So I'm just applying the peel everywhere. So basically all over the forehead, avoiding the eye area, obviously, because that area is far more delicate. So don't go directly onto the eyelid. This peel is a peel because it's quite a potent acid, trichloroacetic acid. It's not something that I would recommend that you do yourself, because you do need to have someone who's trained in the use of this peel, who understands what the clinical endpoints might be, so they know what to look out for on your skin whilst the peel is being applied. So this isn't something that I would say you should be able to do by yourself. This isn't a gung-ho kind of peel. It's a peel that you really need to do under the sort of monitoring and scrutiny of a professional. So the peel really only stays on the skin for about probably 3 minutes. If this is the first time you're having a peel, you can go up to about 5 minutes. For the purposes of this video, I'll just do it for a minimal 2 or 3 minutes, because I do this peel regularly, so I know what my skin can tolerate, basically. But if I was doing this peel for you in clinic, I would obviously be watching your skin, looking out for any kind of frosting, which is where you get a sort of whitening of the skin. And that's just to show that your skin has reached that clinical point where it's then a good idea to remove the peel from the surface of the skin, because the exfoliation process has already started. So I'm just massaging the peel in, just to make sure that I haven't missed any areas of my skin. So all around the mouth. I wouldn't put the peel directly onto the lips, because again, as with around the eyes, that skin is very thin, much thinner than the rest of the skin on the face. So I wouldn't put the peel on there, because it could cause more harm than you were intending. And plus it will probably be quite painful. So a couple of minutes have gone by. I've massaged the peel in, also massaged it into the back of my hands. And I will sort of notice over the next few days a little bit of skin flaking as that exfoliation process gets underway. So now the only thing to do is to wash the peel off. And with this peel, because it's such a simple peel to use, you literally just use gauze or cotton wool pads soaked in water and just wipe it off. And as you can see from the lovely green, the peel comes off quite easily. There's no issues at all with the peel coming off. I'll just flip over and do more of my face. So I'm just making sure that all of that peel has come off, going all around the skin, just to make sure that I haven't missed any areas. And I tend to kind of do it 2 or 3 times just to make sure that there's nowhere that still has peel on it. And I haven't sort of left the peel for too long on the skin. After a while, the peel itself actually self-neutralizes, so it ceases to become an issue for your skin. But obviously it's a good idea to try and get as much of it off your skin as possible. And don't forget, I put the peel on my hands as well, so I'm just making sure that all that has gone too, and that, you know, my skin is now fully ready for the next step, which is just moisturizing and sun protection, because you want to make sure that after the peel, you're not just walking off into the daylight and just letting your skin sort of be exposed to the ravages of sunlight, because the peel can make your skin a little bit more photosensitive, sensitive to light. You just want to make sure that you have protected it after the peel. So once I've made sure that I've got rid of all of the peel product off my skin, then I'm just going to go on with a serum and a moisturizer and a sunscreen. And that is effectively that with the peel treatment. If I was treating someone who had acne, even if it's just mild breakouts, an add-on to this treatment could be using the LED light on the skin. So an LED mask on the skin for about 20 minutes after the peel has been taken off the skin. That's also a really good way to make sure that you're killing off any lingering acne bacteria on the surface of the skin. Microneedling is also a good treatment to have with a peel, because again, if you've got scarring on the skin from previous acne outbreaks, microneedling can help to sort of reset the collagen fibers in the skin. So it helps to smooth out that rough texture that you can get after you've had multiple acne outbreaks. So there's no more green on the gauze pad, so I'm happy that I've got rid of all of the peel product from my face and from my hands. Just finishing off my hands here, and then I can move on to apply some nurturing and hydrating serums. So one of the ones that I really like to use, I use this serum every single day, and after a peel treatment is no different, is a vitamin C serum by Lumiere called Everactive C and E. I love this serum because not only just use 3 drops, so 1, 2, and a third. Not only does the serum contain activated vitamin C, L-ascorbic acid, it also contains, I'm just going to rub it in, it also contains vitamin E, which is a great skin conditioner. And you can see, done, done, done. Also a little bit on the back of my hands. So yeah, it contains vitamin C, which is great for skin brightening, which is really good for if you've got lots of pigmentation issues, if your skin is just looking a bit tired, a bit dull, a bit ashy. It really wakes up the skin and brightens it up, gives it a really lovely glow. And the vitamin E conditions the skin and helps the skin to improve its health. I'm going to follow that because I've just done a skin peel and my skin is going to feel a little bit dry afterwards. So I'm following that with a really hydrating and nourishing moisturiser, again by Lumiere. This one is called Recovery Balm. I love this because it's got some marine extracts, hinokitiol I think is one of them, and sea whip, but also some really hydrating ingredients. It goes onto the skin really nicely. It smells adorable. It smells of lavender, and it also, I believe, has honey and a little bit of shea butter as well. So it's a really lovely hydrating moisturizer for your skin, and it really helps your skin to kind of just retain moisture after you've dried it out by removing that top layer of dead skin cells in the peel process. So there's the moisturization done. Backs of the hands again. And finally, I'm going to apply some sunscreen. I love Heliocare oil-free gel because although my skin is generally very healthy, I still get a little bit of, excuse the sound there, I still get a little bit of oiliness to my skin. So I prefer to use an oil-free sunscreen because then I don't get that kind of shininess. I've always preferred a matte finish to my skin, not an oily sort of glowing shiny finish. So I like Heliocare because it gives me that, and it doesn't leave that kind of weird greyness to the skin after you've applied it. So I'm just going to make sure that's fully massaged in and I haven't missed any areas, so excuse me while I keep my eyes closed for that part. I apply sunscreen onto my eyelids as well, just because the sun doesn't discriminate and your eyelids are just as much in danger of damage from the sun as anywhere else on your face, and the tips of your ears too. So that is a peel treatment. I hope you found that enjoyable, and if you're intrigued by this and you'd like to find out more, or you'd like to book your own peel treatment or consultation to discuss which of the various peel options are most suitable for you, then please use the link in my bio or message me directly. I always look forward to hearing from you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.